Right, hi guys, welcome to a new game that I know very little about, but it sounds fun. This game is called Her Story. Now I have played it about 30 seconds just to get the volume and stuff right, so hopefully that's good. Also we have a little notepad file here where I'm going to be making notes in and showing you guys from time to time as well. So let's begin. The idea of this is apparently like it's a story game. There's a lot of like video files and stuff. From what I know is we're looking at video clips of a woman we interviewed. So this is our computer. So this database contains footage. You can kind of have a look at this. I've not like read this. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The order has been digitally stenographed. So retrieve a clip, type in a word, e.g. robbery, into the search, click search. You can narrow your search using multiple terms. So yeah, you can match against exact statements and stuff. To store a clip for later reference, click add to session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searchers, please click in the user tags box and type in your desired tags. So what I'm going to do is we'll start off like murder, because that's what we kinda... Yeah, we'll search murder. So this will give you guys a general gist of the game. So let's play this clip.
You think it's murder?
Yes, we do.
Clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Confess to doing it. So that is in June. If I do 27th of June, I'll just leave that as a tag. Then I can like date organize them. 8 PM. It's probably going to be a bit difficult to do that, but right, 7th of June. Let's have a look at this one. See, this is the 1st of July. So this is 4 days after this clip.
Yeah, that's me.
So she's looking at some evidence.
February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
So she did something in February. So, right, we're already going to make notes about this. So, February is important to murder. So February is important to the murder. Hopefully, like, there's nothing down here that you need to see. And again, this was the 1st of July. And I'll put... No, I won't put Feb in. So let's have a look at this clip. This is the 3rd of July, so this is 2 days after.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
We'll see about that. So she's basically saying she didn't do it though, which I don't need to like point out. You guys can tell that. So let's have a look at this.
I'd like to speak to the lawyer now.
So this is at 12:05. Is this before?
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that.
Weapon. So Simon died to a weapon apparently. 3rd of July. We can just piece together things. So this was at 12:06 and then 30 minutes. Like, I'd like to hear what these stories were in this time period. So let's have a search for February. So there's one more thing here, which dates back to the 1st of July, which is a clip we've already seen. We've already seen this clip. This means we haven't watched it.
I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding.
So,
and that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
So she got a speeding ticket. Did she get a speeding ticket? So we'll possess speeding. Let's see more about what was said about speeding.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Yeah, you know what, fine. Fine, we're not getting hung up over that at all. Let's have a think. We could. So, speeding ticket. We know she got a speeding ticket then. In Feb. So she got a speeding ticket in Feb. Let's ask her more about. Let's ask her more about Simon. What does she say about Simon? Because this is going to be a lot of clips. So this is the 18th of June.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Whoa. Can I pause?
Ernst Brothers Glass.
He works making glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Simon Smith works with glass.
Artistic things.
Wait.
Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic
specialist.
things. Really beautiful things.
Alright. Fair enough. 18th of June.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven.
What did she say his build was? Jesus Christ. I would be no good at this.
He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair.
She doesn't like gingers, that's why she murdered him.
Another photo is a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
So they went to Rome. Went to Rome last year. I'm going to put a star about the stuff that I'm pleased I've covered. Like, I don't think there's anything else I can ask her about the speeding ticket, but there is stuff I can ask her about Rome.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other
Peter and Susan.
And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Pub? '18th of June. Right, I need to rewatch that.
It's the Rockington Arms.
It's the Rockington Arms.
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars.
So, Rockington Arms.
Couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen.
So, barmaid Helen.
Drinks.
We're getting loads of the right leads here.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one.
What's Amstrad?
He uses it very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it.
Is it a computer? Yeah, it is. People are cursing me for that.
He uses it very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. Yeah, can you tell? Save the princess. That kind of thing.
Okay, very interesting. I wonder if they're like timing you how quick it takes you to do this.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
See, she seems to know something about somebody doing something to him. To him before an accident. Because you'd say something must have happened to him. You wouldn't say somebody's done something to him, I don't think. I feel like maybe she's had a Hitman. Access limited to first 5 entries. Simon. Let's try Hitman. I'm suspecting that. Did we ever ask her about this? Apparently not. Right, no leads. So, let's just do the ones that we can tie up real quick. So, Amstrad. Just the one clip. Right. And Let's try computer. Just to make sure there's nothing for that PC. Right. Yep. That's happy to. I'm happy to delete that. Right. Let's see what she said about Helen, the barmaid.
I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure that's
So they argued.
He likes Helen. He likes Helen.
Possibly jealous? Maybe she is.
No. I think he spoke to Helen.
I just realised something. If I search June, this is going to just give me like a million results. Yeah, and I can only get to the first 5. Right, this isn't going to work then. Yeah, let's try. So, argument. What else happened with an argument? So there was an argument. Are these in date order? Yes, they are. So this is the first time argument gets mentioned.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left.
Argument.
Saturday he didn't come back. He waited all day. He was supposed
Died
to go
Saturday?
Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. He had a job.
Who's Eric?
He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since.
I wonder who he
Still
left.
isn't back this morning. Isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
And his parents as well. Maybe they have something to do with that.
There's no happy stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
So she never actually states. So there's an unknown argument. I'm tempted to. Yeah, I don't know.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way. Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Left after the argument, it was about 8 o'clock. So what else happened on this Friday? What else can we find out about this Friday?
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
So she was out after they
After
argued.
the argument, after Simon left.
I was just going to say,
I left too.
did you though?
I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
I'll just put possible lie 1. Because that contradicts with what I said about the argument. I forgot what she said.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
So she went out for a drive around 8 PM.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up.
Where did she go for a drive? Right, oh my god, we're getting too many leads. Right, let's ask her about Eric first.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
So Eric is his boss.
He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants and bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
I'm going to quiz her about that coat as well.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look you when I get back.
Alright, so this van, keys missing. We need to know if the keys are missing to the van.
Yes, that would be in his wallet.
What
It's a
would?
Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash. But Eric convinced him to get one.
Fair enough, that's fine.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane and conferences. I wonder if she's not happy with the fact that he goes on conferences. Oh my god, I've spelled that. No, I haven't. I spelled that right.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford.
So, some sort of conference in Oxford.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference?
Oh.
I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
So what was he doing in Oxford? Or what can you tell us about Oxford, lady?
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Right, so he's got secrets, we need to know them. Let's try keys. I want to know where the van keys are. Yes, I'm doing a vague search. I'm going to do van
Yes.
keys after.
I always pull it shut and then lock the big lock with the key.
So she's talking about a gate, potentially?
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key but it was already unlocked.
So, something was unlocked. Something was unlocked. Something was unlocked. We'll find out what was unlocked. Jesus, we need to get to the bottom of this. These leads are just opening up loads of other stuff.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
So I guess this is when she returned.
He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
Who's Doug and Eleanor?
Come see you.
Right, I'm pretty confident we know about Eric. I'm happy we know enough about Eric that I can delete that. I'm not sure the relationship with the parents, the drive afterwards. I'll put the drive separate.
They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something.
They'd gone to bed.
The neighbour called me. I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed.
We found them dead?
They'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so
Oh,
happy
this is
to
in the
get married, and
past.
after that, it was just like, fuck.
Right. Let's try van keys. Van key. Right, so the van we're not going to find much else about, I don't believe. Let's try the van. Yeah, we did the van, didn't we? So the van keys went missing. Where did you go for on your drive?
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I knew it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was
You went to
important.
Glasgow on Friday?
It's different now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There is.
That's huge. Went to Glasgow on Friday night. You know what? I don't know, we'll just leave that. We'll remember it. We'll remember Glasgow. We're making notes over here, so it doesn't matter.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast.
So she's referring to a speeding ticket.
You can arrest me for that.
Why did you go to Glasgow?
It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove.
To Glasgow.
I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is
Me
true.
and them?
I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept
When was
in the car.
this?
When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering.
Who's Hannah?
And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Right, who is this Anna person who's more important than Simon? Here we go.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
Right,
It's
you're
Hannah.
Hannah.
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it there. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Gladstone Street. Number 31 as well, weren't it? Right, interesting. What's up with her in this clip? She's cracking.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Oh my god, Eve, she's cracking. I'll put that with 2 exclamation marks because it's really important. Who is Eve? Maybe Eve's a child she had. I don't know how this part's going to be, by the way, and yeah, apologies for spoiling anything. You've just fucked up, lady. Mentions Eve. Right, so on the 3rd of July she had a lie detector. This is going to be interesting.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
What?
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Mm-hmm.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help.
Have you got like multiple personalities? Who's this other
Throttled
Hannah?
by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead,
Sister?
but I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary.
Sister called Eve, perhaps? Maybe her sister's called... That was creepy. Oh, come on, don't be like a friggin' screamer.
She recognised me from the window.
Who did?
She told me to come inside, and she hid me.
Mm-hmm.
They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Okay. Maybe potentially abused in an attic? So she drove to Glasgow, we know that. We're finding little bits, I kind of like need to stretch this out. Yeah, let me just do this a sec. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. But Jay, this is so unprofessional. I know. Excuse me. Wait, does that work? You know what? I'm just going to do that and then re-add it. Add window, go, notepad. And then I could just do that. But then again, I want that thing off the friggin' side. There we go. Then I can just do that. So there we go, we've got some more note space now. What did that say again? That was the attic shit, weren't it? Yeah, no, it wasn't. Something to do with a window. So, who the fuck is Eve? You talk about Eve 7 times. Let's have a look who Eve is.
Yeah. My friend.
Friend?
She used to find from when I was a kid. She was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it.
Ooh.
Really hate her sometimes. Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
What the fuck?
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her.
Okay. We're definitely searching the word kill.
It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Watch her drown. Interesting.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young.
So...
We ran away on my birthday.
Oh.
Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him.
So she's been in trouble with the police before, but...
I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare.
You're a right little criminal.
Because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up in the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
I don't know what something to him before an accident is. Anyway.
My mother called me Eve.
Mother called her Eve. There was something more about this drowning thing. Oh, it's just the one. Kill her? Or it's just the one. Kill him? So look.
Why did you like you? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair?
Alright.
Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there.
He had an affair?
I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Because he was having an affair and you're a psychopath, you've already admitted it.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Because you hired a hitman. Because he was having an affair.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
Well... Right, you're lying to me automatically.
You're reaching here. And I don't know why.
Because Simon had an affair.
No. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad?
Stop the pretend
Why are you
tears.
so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Alright, we'll ask about sex if you
You
want.
cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Let's try cheated.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Stop being cagey.
Simon never cheated on me.
Yes, he did.
He was devoted to me. And I was devoted
So how did
to
you
him.
find out about the affair? I searched the word discovered.
Nothing in life is easy.
Or discovered he
We were good
was.
to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
Discovered he was. Discovered he went. Let's just try discovered he. Nope, discovered.
1984 wasn't off with you in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Right, so her parents we don't need to know
It was
about.
a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
I don't know how I'm meant to win
Forensic
this game.
entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Let's ask her more about the visa. Nope, there's only one mention of it. Right, Glasgow. Did we do Glasgow? Glasgow. No, we didn't.
So I got in the car and I drove.
Yeah, we know this. On Friday at 8 PM.
I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. Just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and
You slept in the car. Did she though?
The rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry.
Slept in car.
Tried calling someone from the payphone and then...
So you took money with you then? You took money with you. Took money? It's kind of a weird thing to take when you just want to clear your head, but I suppose it's not too weird.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was
Simon's
a gift
watch.
from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift.
Oh yeah, I've already got Simon's
Steel.
watch.
It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Who is Diane again?
That's
Is that
Simon.
Eric's wife?
You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then. so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Oh, right. Did anyone actually see you in Glasgow?
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted.
So she slept in a car, so nobody
The
saw
streets were
her.
empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash.
Right, let's ask her more about this taxi.
The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me.
Right.
But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out.
So, crash in Glasgow to taxi.
Hospital must have details when I was looked at.
Hospital.
There's a scratch on the car.
Right.
Ask the hospital.
That's what we want to do.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Oh, tell me. Like, right, let's search taxi driver. Oh, that's all we're going to get about that. So that's just information. The affair, there was no leads. What about the watch? Why is the watch a piece of evidence?
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. It was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it.
Right, why can't I have the information about the hospital?
For that moment.
Like, car repaired. Let's have a look at repairs, actually, after this.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone.
What?
We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Right. What the hell? Murder? Confession? I'm not even gonna add that to my thing. What the fuck? So on the 3rd she confessed to a murder. Alibi. Cellar. The fuck happened in this cellar?
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff.
Yeah, I saw a dead body.
Stuff we never needed and I never had the
Bye.
heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes...
Like, was Simon going to confess and that's why she killed him?
I went cold all over.
So somebody broke in to a
Went down
cellar.
there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags in the
Pulled
body?
them open, saw the body.
Whose body?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Whose body? Stop doing that, it's creepy.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You could probably check that. We don't go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Who did you murder? I want to know you murdered in this fucking cellar.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. And worse.
Why should I look for burgled?
I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out.
He was found in the basement.
Couldn't get the blood out.
Simon was in the basement.
And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation.
In bags.
So...
Who was... No. I don't know who died in the fucking cellar. Gold. Oh, just one reference to it. Body bag. Let's try bag. Here we go, more information about this bag.
No, will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
No, that's not what I wanted.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down at the end of the road. I walked up to the house, I knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. And I felt it.
Right. Did you get any petrol whilst you were pre-toll? Petrol. Whilst you was in. You've mentioned petrol before. Who was like in body bags? What did the taxi? The taxi's only got the one search too. Let's ask more about this duffel coat. Just the one. Now, let's ask more about your sister. But then again, like, this is relevant.
Do you want me to play something?
She plays guitar.
Okay. Probably needs tuning. How about a traditional band?
I once killed my husband, he... No, that's not gonna work. I once killed old Simon because they didn't buy me a big enough diamond. The fucker should have learned it was a big diamond I yearned. But he's in a bag in the cellar, even though he was a good fella. And now I'm getting asked stuff I don't know how to answer. I guess it serves me right, I should just go and get plastered. That was a bit shit, that one.
But we only cared for the youngest one. All that dreadful wind.
This is lovely, like, but...
Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair.
But oh, did she cause so much pain?
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind
You made a song about trying to kill her.
watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and
She
the
did drown.
floated till a ship came
she's singing about Eve. This bitch killed Eve. Yeah, isn't that ironic? Because you mentioned more about... You know what? Eve drowned. Wait.
When she went home, Sam had a birthday tea waiting.
You got
Afterwards,
jealous.
she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister who didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She sent him out of the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called my sister on the phone. She never calls me back.
Stop flickering.
My sister is gone.
You murdered her.
She's never coming back.
So her sister died as well. How did your sister die? Eve. How many Eve searches do we have? 8. Yeah, she is singing. I'm sure she is. Let's have a look at died.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life.
We've already watched this clip, haven't we?
Miscarriage and then my parents.
And your sister. How many is there for sister as well?
Cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. With this little dot.
I don't really need to search Domino up.
We never did anything about the cat, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Like, where do I actually, like, go to, like, convict this bitch? Database checker. Oh, do I have to, like, find all these pieces or something?
Florence was a warm, kind person.
Florence?
But she was broken, I guess. When I found
Do we
her
have
diary,
Florence?
I found a biscuit tin with other stuff.
Who the
in it.
fuck's Florence?
Folded papers.
Right, I'm gonna have to just watch loads of clips, I think.
Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had love, children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war.
So Florence is
What
old.
about being married for life? She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s.
I guess that was the main door.
But
Unlocked.
I guess it was different then. You know, you're married for life, and she felt she could
Who is her
marry again.
sister? Her sister's dead.
I guess it was harder.
Sister is
a woman
dead.
ago.
Tried to kill her. Maybe she
I'm
did
dead.
kill her.
I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
This is note form. So slipped in the car, she took some money.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Yeah, sure it was.
I
Did
had
you
laid
witness
down
it?
At that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother.
You
So I found the
psychotic
diary that
bitch.
day, and I left. Walked out, and across the street.
Mum accident? Alright, let's learn more about your mum. Because I don't believe that you didn't.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked
Kill her.
part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then.
Keep
I
talking.
didn't work a till or anything, and I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Right.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Why did you push your mum?
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing on a bed of games.
Hannah.
And that Eve was our imaginary friend.
She's called Anna though. And Eve.
Once she was already up and dressed and ready to go to
Eve was
school,
our
and I
imaginary
snuffed out
friend.
and pissed.
The fuck?
Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready.
What is your actual
Mum was
name?
amazed.
Right. You pushed your mum down the stairs. And you pushed her down the stairs. Right. Who the fuck is Eve? Let's try and name. I want to know like who the fuck you actually are.
I would have been a good mother.
No, you wouldn't.
I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
The symmetrical name is mine. Ha 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 ha. Oh, mine.
Okay, you got me.
What with?
I'll confess. We were there.
You were where?
It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used
Dirty
a made-up name.
weekend.
We stayed at the hotel.
And what made up
Had
name did you
room
use?
service. Didn't leave the room. Had a great view of the river. And you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic. My name? That was the only question I failed. The lie detector works. My name? That was the only question I failed.
What is your
The lie
name?
detector works. Yes, my name is Hannah Smith.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Shit. Sorry.
Her name isn't Anna Smith. What is your actual name then? Hannah is a friend. What's your actual name? Fuck. What is your fucking name?
He saw me singing one of my shows.
What is your
He had a
name?
chance. Not
Tell me
sure
your
I
goddamn
what he was
name.
doing. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking.
Didn't you say like your name in the orange one
I
though?
knew who he was. Obviously, I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. Guessed my name from my tattoo.
Right,
Well,
tattoo.
it wasn't
We're asking you about that.
personally. I enjoyed talking to him.
I think she's on
It
about
was
Simon.
amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking.
You were with somebody
He
married?
later told me it was like he was dreaming.
She was with someone. Right. Listen here, bitch. What the fuck is your tattoo say?
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some gloves. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or...
So you could have easily sneaked up on him.
Not look so much, or watching TV.
Right, you know what? Let me see this tattoo.
Oh, my tattoo.
Yes.
I got it to express my individuality.
Right, what is it?
It's an apple and a snake.
Eve! Oh my god. Anna equals the friend. I don't know her sister's name though. Holy shit, this is huge.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in the bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Did Simon... Let's try Simon and Hannah. Here we go.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first.
So Eve, Anna
She
are
had
twins.
such a crush.
I don't know who her friend is
I
then.
had to take my virginity after a night that his band had played at.
Is a twin dad?
It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses.
That's messed up.
After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
What?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth.
Yes,
a
it is.
graze. We used a hairbrush.
What?
After that, we took it in turns, but I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Oh.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules.
And you killed him.
Deliberately broke the rules.
And you killed her, Eve.
She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
So you killed her.
I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
So you've got a lot to be jealous about.
Yeah. the parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents.
What?
There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
Right.
I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig.
Okay.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks, in alleyways.
You sound filthy.
I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. Rather hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? And that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
So there's like a threesome going on, or what? Yeah, I know, Simon. Keep him dead. I'll figure it out.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
How?
This was late in the pregnancy, and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
You're a bitch.
We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married.
You were still in the
Simon had a
attic.
job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
How the fuck did Anna die? 9 entries found. I feel like I'm just doing random searches now. Simon, Anna killed. I have to confess that she killed. Hurt. Nope. Simon, Anna. Simon, Anna. Like, how does she know Simon? Oh man, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, let's go to some of these questions. STD, tell me more about this.
I was living in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very hard time.
I'm sure it was.
I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead.
Who were?
They were in bed and both had been sick.
Poisoned them?
Not.
Simon's parents?
Slept through it. The police said it was mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way we would have picked death caps.
Death caps.
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Yeah, we're getting there.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. they have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that.
Yeah, they didn't get poisoned.
But I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone, and no one had any reason to hurt them.
Yeah, alright, you know what? Like, let's have a look at this database checker. Like, I don't understand what this is. Here's the database. I filled a feed image footage bomb to get US access. It seems to work. No one has touched them. Blah 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 blah. To store a clip for later references. Furnace further assistance. Robbery and click search. For an exact match. Right, I have to just get the confession. I wonder if she actually ever just says I did it. No. Or I did? She never says the terms I did. Yeah, see?
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaciers.
Is that the watch?
Yes, this is it.
What is that?
He made it himself. It's a special one-off. He made it. He decorated it. That's his thing. Where do you find it?
It's relevant. What is it?
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad.
Who?
I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it
I
wasn't
wonder
her
if the
fault.
term. I wonder if the rules would be a good
She looked
search.
scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know. Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Rapunzel. Oh, I guess it's just literally say what you see thing. A Rorschach
I
test,
think
or whatever
so.
it's called.
I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone see anyone come and go? An intruder?
Let's have a look for the term breathing. Nope. Bleeding? Nope. Intruder. Just the one mention. Right, so death caps, that, blah blah blah, Rapunzel. I don't know if that's going to help. There's probably going to be like one other reference to it. No, there's a few actually. Let's have a look at these.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born.
Oh.
Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me.
I wonder if these like have any relevance.
Oh, and you have these in colour.
Yeah, it's definitely like a say what you see test.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else?
Could the hairs?
We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Long blonde hair. Definitely doing a search for that.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories.
Yes, we know about her sister, we know a bit about him.
There was something intimate about...
How did he get the scar?
And dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair was cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Blonde hair.
Really?
Oh my god, this is the rest of the song. Didn't care and it didn't make me cry. And poked a stake in her eye. Then he sold it 'cause he didn't care. 'Cause he didn't care. Found several tearaway phones. But one of them, something phone. And she was all alone. That the fiddle could play sounded fucking gay. Nothing against you. It just rhymes. Was we ain't fucking stupid, Jay.
Anything you say may be used as evidence against you.
Yes, it may, and you fucked up. Did you mention fiddle any other time? No. Right, what's this wig you used to wear? My god. There's quite a lot of mentions of a wig.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
It's not useful.
No, I've never worn a wig.
Bullshit.
What kind of wig?
Bullshit. Oh yes, and I did wear a wig.
This other person doesn't exist.
Which other person?
I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
You know what? Cat flap's my next search. Cat flap!
This was 9, about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Yes. Got the other 2 clips.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
The hell? We're close.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes.
Oh my god, she didn't do it.
Pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present.
That's the other present that he... yeah.
She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed.
And she
He
stabbed
hit
him.
her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just
Yep,
swung
called it.
around. She cut his throat clean open.
Oh my god.
She'd only meant to scare him off.
Yes, you will keep appearing. Oh yeah.
His body did not real. His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
But you knew
His
this.
glasses. There's these thick glasses.
Glasses missing?
Doesn't always wear.
That is the mirror.
In his throat. How?
Ah, that's how she learns. But then again, she's like
Like I
telling
said before, it was 3, something like that.
3 a.m.
I walked in,
Yeah.
saw Simon.
Hmm.
He was on the floor of the living room.
So
His
you...
throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood.
So you didn't do the murder, but you helped cover it up.
He was dead.
Your sister Anna killed him, didn't she? Yeah, dude, like, stop facing in. We're close to cracking this case now. So the living room, what about the glasses?
It wasn't the present so much, it was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror.
We know this.
He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
And you like hid the body and stuff. Or moved the body.
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it. By hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. It's not how they make mirrors these days. And he made the mirror. And he gave it to me.
Right, glasses. Shit, I need to know the last glasses entry thing. Right, anyway, hid the body. Oh, let's have a look. No, there's got to be something about the body. Really? You'd never said the term the body? Are you kidding me?
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
What bruise?
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
You're covering for her, why?
Can you imagine? I tried.
I think she had a
tried to get
fight.
pregnant too, but it didn't
I think she had a
happen.
fight with somebody.
As it was so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty though. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
I'm gonna search for she killed. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm glad to Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet. What? Did I complete the game? Okay, that was a very weird... I guess the game's got multiple endings, and I think we finished it somehow. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and this has been her story. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, sorry it's been a little long, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to play through it in one part, and now I can enjoy other people playing it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, like I said, and this has been quite fun. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. If you've played it, what outcome did you get, or what stuff did I miss, or can you guys, yeah, like, comments probably will have spoilers. Yeah, I probably mentioned this at the wrong point in the video, but whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.